Hello, my Allotopians. As you can see by the headline, this is a bit of an important notice that I feel I owe yous, my family, my YouTube fans, but yous guys are family to me, so I owe you an explanation on a few things. As you have noticed over the last about 3 months, videos have become more or less frequent than I used to always produce. I do apologize for that. But I'm going to tell you now what has caused it. What front I was putting up when I was doing videos for you guys. I was lying to you. It was a front. It's putting on a happy face. But Allotopians, let me tell you what's been going on behind the scenes. As some of you may know that have followed me for a while, I am clinically suicidal depressed. Okay, that started 9 years and 4 weeks to the day. I was diagnosed as suicidal depressed. Sorry about that damn car. Wish you would get it fixed up. But at least it's got a car. Back then I went to see a doctor, prescribed meds for me. I then calmed down until certain events happened. Literally, my father passed away, my ex-fiance left me. Things like that drove me to the edge where I actually took what was left of my antidepressants, put a very thick bag around my head, wrapped it around that I couldn't get air, that I couldn't just pull it off, made sure of that, and I wanted to just fall asleep. Thankfully, unthankfully, my ex-fiance came home, ripped it off me, got me awake, kept me awake the whole night. That very night, now I've got to stay awake, so I've got to get something to do. So I went online onto a chat site, and that's where I met Vanessa, just by the way. Now, she's my ex. I like this sticky that I'm talking to, this piece of tail. And I told her, listen, yeah, this is what happened. Just about committed suicide. And she stayed awake with me and spoke to me the whole night. Anyway, after that, now I don't have antidepressants. Can't afford more because I've just paid for a funeral and traveling costs because my father used to live 200 k's away from me. So, and I still had to go and get his stuff. So that was a Monday night. The Wednesday, the work told me, okay, I can have the work bucky, I can go and fetch my dad's stuff and clean it up and all of that. So went up, met up with my... Okay, let's just get this. I was engaged to a woman, but still married, because the paperwork was taking a little bit longer. Sometimes in South Africa, a divorce can take 2 weeks, sometimes 6 months. Unfortunately, we were almost there, but not there yet. But the reason why I got engaged to this lady, I didn't want to lose her. But anyway, enough said. I went up there to fetch my dad's stuff. Okay, let me just tell you, my ex-fiancée told me she had met somebody else 3 days after my father's funeral. So that's why it hit me so hard. So my father's funeral was on the Friday. She told me on the Monday we broke up. She went out. I went and did what I did. Me and my ex-wife sorted out my dad's stuff to get it out. And we very almost patched things up, but I've got a saying, an ex is an ex for a reason, and I keep to that. Now, I've got a divorce on my case, I've got a death on my case, and I've just been dumped. I'm not in a good place at all. At all, I'm not in a good place. So I come back, get that all sorted out, and all this time I'm talking to Vanessa, and that Monday morning I said to her, you know what, let's go on a date for the night, for that Monday night. And I asked her what's her address, and I'll come pick you up about 6, between 6 and 7. I'll come pick you up. You know, so that gives me time to get home, get changed, look good. Oh, I can really look good if I want to. And we went out. 9 years and 2 weeks ago. Since then, we are inseparable. Just so that you guys know, this Friday, we're married for 5 years. 5 years, guys. I married the woman of my dreams, that understands me, that just gets me. But let's just move the camera like, oh no, not like that, that's going skew. Okay. But yeah, now I met her. We've been inseparable ever since. And big surprise, I now had no need for antidepressants. Vanessa is my happy place. So in any case, things went on. Now coming out of a very wealthy family, well, not a very wealthy, but a very well-off family, I was used to certain things. A certain lifestyle. Now I had to adapt to a different kind of lifestyle, a lifestyle of, you got to work on a budget. But that wasn't the case. I'm more happier like I am when I have to budget and stuff than what I was when I didn't have to. But it was a bit of it was something to adapt to. Things went very well until about 2 years ago. Depression started to slowly creep in, and COVID hit, got retrenched, adding a little bit more stress to situations, but we got through it. But something in my brain, I was misfiring. It's been building up and building up and building up. Last year came and went. This year started battling to find a job. When you can find a job, you must have a car. It's something I don't have. I can't afford one. And it was just depression. Then you get a part-time job. It's always very rushed, stressful work. I work my best under pressure, but it must be organized pressure. None of those jobs were organized at all. I mean, drawings were wrong, parts were underbent, overbent, didn't fit, wrong part. Then you got to modify, but they want it done like now. That stress just kept on adding. My children's birthdays have come, they've gone. I can't do jack shit. My wife's birthday comes, it's gone, couldn't do jack shit. I was snapping at the kids for really petty, nitty gritty shit. I never snapped at Vanessa. Let's just get that. Not once did I snap at Vanessa. But the kids got quite a grunt of it. I always try and put on a happy face, and Vanessa asked me what's wrong, and I just say, it must be stress, must be this, must be that. But inside I was not feeling like a man. Then about 6 months ago, that not feeling like a man started to enter into the bedroom. And Vanessa keeps on asking me what's wrong. Then ninth year of my dad's anniversary of his death comes up. Bam! It hits me. I'm in a dark place. I'm talking about. Now, people would say, Alan, dude, you've got a wife, you've got kids. I'm going to tell you how it feels. And I want you to do this. Close your eyes. Now cover your eyes with your hands. You know, like really that you can't see shit. You still know what's around you, right? Okay, you can open your eyes and stuff. You knew what was around you all the time. You know it's there. Where I was, I knew that, and that. But like when your eyes are closed like that, you don't see light. If you have noticed, about 3 months ago, I started with this mental health things. It was kind of my way of starting to grip onto something. Then there was other problems as well. I'm not going to talk about that. And last week, Tuesday, exactly a week ago, I messaged Vanessa from work. I told her, babes, I need help. And we didn't have money to see a doc because docs here are pretty expensive. Our state hospitals don't really cope with this type of stuff, and they would have institutionalized me, just by the way. And then thanks to Vodka Vamp with her donation that came through, it was enough to cover the consultation at the doctor. So thank you, Vodka. Greatly appreciated. So we're on our way to the doctor. Get there, sit down with the doc, and tell her I'm suffering from depression. So now I don't know about other countries, but in South Africa they got a little booklet. It's got 10 questions, each one scored out of 3. Now, the last time I did this test, I scored a 12. Okay, she starts asking the questions. First question, second question, third question, fourth question, fifth question, sixth question, seventh question. I'm at a score of 21 already. Now, if technically anything over 18, you should be institutionalized. But anything over 24, she would have to immediately get me into an institution. So she stopped at 7. She said, okay, listen, yeah, I'm not going to carry on because this is not looking good. She could predict what my next answers would be. She said, okay, before we go that extreme, she can see what the problem is. She's gonna try me out on certain things. First thing she asked me, do I have a firearm? Luckily, I don't have a firearm. That would have been very easy. Wow. Second thing, do I have a support system? My wife was sitting right next to me. So I said, yes, she'll be responsible for those meds. And I'm a very good patient, just by the way. I drink my meds accordingly and. Okay, so she starts prescribing 3 Schedule 5 antidepressants for me. 1 to help me sleep at night, another one that I drink in the morning, and then I've got what they call the jolly pill. That is if between times I have to have 2 a day, but I can have a third one if I need a pick-me-up in the middle of the day. So far I've only used it once. So it's a week later. The meds are starting to take effect, a positive effect. Vanessa can vouch for it. I'm a completely different person. I'm back to the person she learned to know. So, and it normally takes 2 weeks for those meds to really properly kick in. So I'm 50% to where I should be. The YouTube channel was one of my ways to just break it, and I fell in love with all of you guys. I mean, you guys are like family to me, and I appreciate you. So, feeling a bit better, but that is why videos weren't, I mean, I was normally throwing one out on a Friday and a Saturday, then it dwindled down to a Saturday, and then it was like one every 2 weeks. I just didn't feel it, and I apologize. I apologize. So what I'm asking, guys, is just bear with me. Things will get better. They will get better. That I promise you. But your boy Alan has been in a very dark place. Like I said, you're working a job where you don't earn half of what you should be earning because you don't have your own transport. You need money to have transport. You're earning money, but it's just covering certain things. It's an endless stress, but that stress seems to have now subsided a bit. Actually feel worth something again. So yeah, guys, just bear with me. If I don't push out too many videos, there's going to be up and down days for the next, let's say, week or 2 weeks. It's going to be up and down, but we'll definitely get better. Okay, that's going to bring me now to my next thing. Showcases. Showcases will continue, but I'm stepping away from paranormal showcases. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. the whole paranormal community, I'm gonna say this plainly, is fucked up. Yous are bitching and moaning about each other. This one's that one's that one's that. Yous go onto YouTube saying this and that about different people. Listen here, people like me go onto YouTube to break away from the shit in life. So I don't want to hear your shit. That shit you can sort out behind YouTube. Behind the scenes. Don't bring it to YouTube. If the shoe fits, wear it. If you want to unsub from me, it's fine. I'll still support everybody. But, sorry, I got hiccups. I didn't steal any sugar. Oh, maybe the coffee's got too much sugar. But I am stepping away from the paranormal thing. The video I did, Suicide Bridge, was also a bit of a trigger. I will be returning there later in this year, still in December. I will be returning to Suicide Bridge. Going with protection this time. Yeah. So I'm going to take a bit of a break away from paranormal stuff. I'm going to be pushing out some wildlife things. I'm going to be pushing out some more randonautica. I've got a channel that I'm going to showcase that is randonautica. Pretty good channel though. But Saturday's one is wildlife. Fellow South African, fantastic guy, really good guy. I've got a few South African wildlife people, reptiles. I'm talking about the specific guy I'm talking about. It's rhinos, it's reptiles, and he goes after venomous stuff. He saves them. He has his own place. Fantastic stuff. He's got a kiddies channel as well. So I'm very amped up for that showcase. Just by the way. And so that is totally cool. I'm looking at maybe getting some merch from him, and I will definitely be wearing his merch on future videos. Yes, talking about merch, my merch store will be closing very soon. Out of the merch store, I've sold 3 items, so I don't see the point in having a merch store. People don't want to support my merch. I don't know, maybe it looks shit or something, but it is what it is. I will be closing. So if you do want something, link is down in the descriptions below. If you want something, time is now to buy, because from the 1st of December, I'm taking the merch store off. It will be unavailable from then. So basically, guys, thank you for supporting me throughout this year. Thank you for being my vent place to get out of situations at times. When it got too bad, I just wasn't giving out. Vodka Vamp, really appreciate that donation, came through literally just in time. Okay, wow, yeah. Back up a bit. Okay, so we were at the doc, so she prescribes his meds. Now walking out. That's this Vanessa. Okay, well, I've been to the doc, got the meds, the prescription. I can't get the meds. That very moment, Vanessa gets a message. Her boss paid over money that was enough to cover my meds. So, dude upstairs apparently likes me. Or he doesn't want to see me yet. Whatever the case may be. But yeah, guys, so for the paranormal things, I'm stepping away from it. For a while, I might do my own paranormal. Sorry, something happened there. Until these channels actually sort themselves out and stop their bickering, I'm not gonna showcase paranormal channels at the moment. Again, I have got a few showcases coming, but that's enough of me rambling. Guys, Allotopians, I love you guys all. Thank you very much for the support and the continued support. Vodka Vamp, Seven Souls Paranormal, I appreciate every little bit that you donate. It does give a lot to me, and that is it. Guys, bless be. God bless you all. Alan is out.